Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Baddeck Yacht Club. My name is Dwayne. I'm with the Cape Breton Music Industry Cooperative. Just so you know what's going on here this afternoon, we're hosting a songwriter circle. It's part of the CBMIC Music Island Songwriters Series, which is an opportunity for us to get around different parts of Cape Breton Island and bring different musicians and meet with musicians from those local communities and find different venues and share some different music with the community. And while we're doing that, we film as well, and we edit videos for the internet, for YouTube and for Facebook Live, and it gives an opportunity to give extra exposure to the artists that are sharing original material. And so today we have three artists with us. We have Danny MacNeil to the left here. Danny's a singer-songwriter from Sydney and wonderful guy all around. He's going to share some of his tunes today. Next to Danny is the lovely Molly Babin. Molly is another wonderful singer-songwriter in the Sydney area right now. Molly is a very active person in the music scene. She does a lot of work with women in music, which is an excellent initiative right now. And she's done some wonderful programs and working on a new program that we're all looking forward to seeing soon. And hopefully that will all happen for her. So Molly will be with us for the afternoon. And then also to the right is Mr. Mike Cavanaugh, and most of you may know him from the local area here. Mike is another wonderful singer-songwriter, and we're happy to have him on board today as well. So, yeah, here. So I want to say thank you to Shauna and the team here at the Yacht Club for treating us so kindly and allowing us to commandeer the space today for this event. So feel free to just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Because we are filming, we may stop from time to time for retakes, but usually goes pretty fluidly. So if you wonder why we're doing that, that's what's happening. But otherwise, feel free to enjoy. Thanks for being around for this afternoon, and we're going to do the first set of 4 songs each, and then we'll take a short break, and then we'll return for the final set of the day. So enjoy the afternoon, and we'll talk to you soon.
Check. There we go. Thanks, guys. My name is Danny MacNeil. I'm really excited to be playing some tunes here with these fellas. And I'm going to start off. Most of my tunes are very personal kind of songs, but this song here, you just kind of, sometimes you hear something and you just decide to write about it. And an old friend of mine called me up one day and said, I found a CD in your closet, and it's got your old phone number on it. And found a CD with your phone number written on it. So I said, well, that's a song right there. And I wrote a song about it, but it ended up being kind of like a sexy song, you know, not like, you know, sexy for me, not like a very white sexy song. But it turns out it's my buddy John Gill who messaged me and told me that, so I like to call this as my sexy song for my old buddy John Gill. It's called Paint Your Portrait. Yeah, I got this CD that you wrote your number on, to the memory box that I keep in my closet for fun. I've had so many numbers since I heard this one. Oh yes, I'm going in deep, cover me, that guitar strum. And we'll see, I take classes just to paint your portrait, from the chin to the forehead, maybe other portions, because you know that I adore them. It doesn't matter to me, well, if we get high or we don't. 'Cause when I'm waking up, I know you will be on your way home. It doesn't matter to me, well, if we get started. Well, I don't usually do this, I just know it gets you going. You see, I take classes just to paint portrait from the chin to the forehead, maybe other portions, because you know that I adore them. See, I take classes just to paint portrait from the chin to the forehead, maybe other portions, because you know that I adore them. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Hello, my name is Molly. That was great, Danny. Danny and I are a thing. So I hear that song a lot at home, and sometimes I hear it when he plays it out, and it just sounds like a brand new song again. But that's one of my favorites, Danny. I have a song that I wrote for someone. It's definitely not a sexy song, but it's a song I wrote for my friend Sarah. I lived in Sackville, New Brunswick. Anybody ever been there? Yeah, pretty cool place, right? I worked at George's Roadhouse. You ever been there? Pretty cool. But I worked with my friend Sarah there on wing night, and we par fried about 1,000 wings, and then waited for the people to arrive. And she was a little stressed out. It was her first time working in a kitchen, so it was kind of one of those moments where you knew you were going to be friends forever because of the amount of times we apologized to each other. But this is a song I wrote for Sarah. They found you lying in someone else's bed. I heard that you'd been crying. Her voice is in your head. The closets were all filled with paper and plastic, and your mother left her voice on call. They took your revolution seriously, and they took the art of the walls. I've forgotten those ideas. I forgot who we were supposed to be. Laughs and talks and steps and screams and sleep and rest and all the things he said would help, but we knew they never would. The mornings are meant for dreaming. The nighttime is for fear. Boys are meant for scheming. Girls are destined for tears. They finally got a pill for what's wrong with you. I'll send your application in the mail. They took your exposition seriously, and your human life was unveiled. I've forgotten those ideas. I forgot who we were supposed to be. Laughs and talks and steps and screams and sleep and rest and all the things they said would help, but we knew they never would. Remember that old lady you'd bake for in that great big house on the hill? Her parents lived every road, and I sang with all the birds. I've forgotten those ideas. I forgot who we were supposed to be. Laughs and talks and steps and screams and sleep and rest and all the things I said would help, but we knew they never would. They never would. We knew they never would. They never would. Thank you.
Hello there, everybody. Everybody here mostly knows me anyway because I'm local, but for the sake of it, I'm Michael Cavanaugh. I'm going to sing some songs for you here. This first one is kind of old, I guess. I wrote this this song when I was probably 16 or something like that, and recorded it just a year and a half ago or so. And I wrote this song because most of the songs I was writing back then were all in for one purpose and one purpose only, and that was to pick up chicks. So, so this one I tried to make a little different because my father was saying you can't just keep writing songs to pick up chicks, obviously. So this one I tried to. It's still kind of it's like a love-ish song, but I was trying to make it like a traditionally kind of song because a lot of like songs that he played and artists, like JP and Jimmy and stuff, they kind of draw from the landscape or nature and different things like that, right? And so I was like, well, I'll try to incorporate some stuff like that into a song and see how it goes. And this is what I came up with. But anyway, this one is called That It Would. I'm glad to see the smile on your face instead of the frown that took its place. And now I see your soul is free. Forgive me when I say finally. When I say finally. Well, there were days when you looked so cold, and I would try to set fire to your soul, but in the end, it was up to you to find yourself and see yourself through. And you did because I knew you could. You reached the sky, 'cause nothing ever seemed too high, even when you were low. As low as our rolling hills could go right down to the sea, where I watched you so silently as I went with the flow, going wherever it would go. And that ended up being so that it was right to you, but I always knew that it would. Oh, well, it seems like you're back on track, and I had no doubt you'd make it back from these rough seas you were sailing through on your vessel of faith and hope that you would make it to the place where you started from. You reached the sky, 'cause nothing ever seemed too high, even when you were low. As low as the rolling hills could go right down to the sea, where I watched you so silently as I went with the flow, going wherever it would go. so silently as I went with the flow, going wherever it would go. And that ended up being so that it was right to you, but I always knew that it would. Yoo-hoo. There you go. I might not have sang that one if I remembered that note was at the end of it for the first song. Cold.
That was wicked, man.
Yeah.
Note to self, get a loop pedal. No, that was wicked, man. Well, since we're on the love tunes, I also wrote this song to pick up one chick in particular, and that's my future wife right here, Molly Babin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's the only smooth thing I'm going to say today, so get that out of the way. This is a song I wrote after I met Molly. We drove all over the province together, and on the way home, I was on my way back to go to work, and I'm a carpenter, go to work at 7 o'clock in the morning in Lunenburg, and I was driving from Sydney. It was already 6 o'clock at night, but I decided to stop in and see my folks and tell them I had met the girl of my dreams. And I walked in, and my dad looked at me and said, "You look like you're in trouble, Dan." And I said, "I feel like I'm in trouble." And so this song is called "The Trouble That I'm In." I was too scared to tell you then, but I was hoping you would let me in. Well, in the middle of the night, well, in the room across from mine, and now we wake up before the lights, and just so we can watch each other's eyes, the trouble that I'm in, the trouble that I'm in, got me telling all my friends, the trouble that I'm in. Oh, now I'm tired, I need the rest, but I think I'd even find you then. I like to keep you in surprise, a good view of those perfect eyes. We kiss on the street, middle of the road, and I be front row at all of your shows, the trouble that I'm in, the trouble that I'm in, got me telling all my friends, the trouble that I'm in. I am obsessed, well, and impressed by every move and every jest. Your sleeping hand stuck on my chest. I feel I am the luckiest. We look so good it makes you sick. Everywhere we go we're locking lip. If you don't like it you can look away. I plan to do this every day. The trouble that I'm in, the trouble that I'm in, got me telling all my friends, the trouble that I'm in. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Kind of sucks sitting in this chair with you playing that song because now I'm supposed to play. I got pretty good at not crying when he plays it at shows. Well, back at you though. I'm gonna play the song that I wrote, Danny. Never for us. I always say that I like people who make things. And Danny makes like a lot of things. He's a carpenter. He writes songs. He writes poetry very well. He makes a hell of a stir fry. So anyway, this is my song about my love of making things with Danny. Raise the stakes in the yard. You and I can get real far with a rubber band and a nail. Shelter from the rain, a river to launder stains, my carpenter's fairy tale. This town has seen a change in us, the way we go on with our foolishness. Open windows, open doors. Understand what we're working for. Making do with you. Old things made new. Keep your head above the water and the wolf from the door. Do you remember all you bought her? Do you remember what for? Do you remember what all that was for? Out on our quest, I'll make 2 lefts and you 2 rights. Back to where we started, open from broken hearted. Back here every night. This town has seen a change in us, the way we go on with our foolishness. Open windows, open doors. Understand what we're working for. Making do with you. Old things made new. Keep your head above the water and the wolf from the door. Do you remember all you bought her? Do you remember what for? Do you remember what all that was for? I asked my mother how they raised me, how they managed all they gave me. Struggling's more common than gaining. I wanna do more than I can, go back to where it began. I wanna do no explaining. This town has seen a change in us, the way we go on with our foolishness. Open windows, open doors. Understand what we're working for. Making do with you. Old things made new. Keep your head above the water and the wolf from the door. Do you remember all you bought her? Do you remember what for? Do you remember what all that was for? Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Doing right. Yeah. You can pretend this one's about the tune as you want. Quick little tune up here. All right. I'm gonna try another one here. I think I wrote this. This is the either the second oldest or the first oldest. I wrote this song in the first song that I sang pretty well one day after the other. And I can't remember which was first or what, but it was another love song that I tried to incorporate some, nature stuff into and stuff to try to spruce it up a little bit and not sound so 16-year-old, right? So this one is called Deep Blue Sea. And unfortunately, I can't remember who I wrote this song. Who I wrote this song for. But if you're out there and you remember, feel free to send me a Facebook message. Actually, I probably have a pretty good idea, and I don't know if we want them sending one. No, probably not. Jokes. Take my hand, walk to the shoreline, stare out at the deep blue sea. Take a walk with me, and I'll show you all the things that remind me of you and me. It's so deep and everlasting. It's so real and so true. It's funny how it seems something as simple as a sea could remind me of you and me. But it does, and it hurts sometimes. From these still memories in my mind of a time where you were not always there for me. Now I know, and it's a certainty, you will always be, you'll be my deep blue sea. There was a time, a short while ago, a time of darkness in my soul. No faith, no love, nothing shining from above. It could have swallowed me whole. But then you came like a light through the darkness. I remember so clear and so plain, saying it's funny how it seems like the meeting of you and me, it took away all of my sometimes. From these still memories in my mind, of a time where you were not always there for me. Now I know, and it's a certainty, you will always be, you'll be my deep blue sea. Take my hand and walk to the shoreline, stare out at the deep blue sea. Take a walk with me, and I'll show you all the things that remind me of you and me. Thanks, guys.
It's another beautiful tune.
Oh, thank you. You got this Patty's Day green in the hair there, like that. What's that? I know. Yeah, I went different, more modern today. Yeah.
I'm gonna switch off the love tunes for now. I hope that's all right. This is a song I wrote trying to decide what to do in life about 2 years ago, and still trying to figure that out. But I've always had a fascination with just kind of picking up and going, just packing your stuff and kind of going until you find something you like. And I've lived in all kinds of strange places, and in the back of pickup trucks and in Airstream trailers, and just kind of going around doing whatever, wherever I could find work or wherever I could go. And so this is when I decided to stop doing that and to settle down. And it's called Settle Down. I'm going to start that one over. This one's called Settle Down. Lately, it seems I don't have bad dreams. I just wish for knocking the door. You don't live here no more, boy. Escape. Run to the hills where you don't know the streets or their names. A letter you'll find, my name it will be signed. Run away. And I don't know if I know myself enough to settle down in a world I'm unsure I trust. But I'm getting old, and my life could be sold to the next runner-up. You've earned it, good luck. Find a small town where they don't know my face in a crowd. Get a girl, get a job, buy a house painted green, adopt a dog, and get an old truck and fix it up best I can in my yard. The engine will be fast and large, don't know shit about no cars. don't know if I know myself enough to settle down in a world I'm unsure I trust. But I'm getting old. My life could be sold to the next runner-up. You earned it, good luck. I don't know if I know myself enough to settle down in a world I'm unsure I trust. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks.
I think I reverse slide in that one instead of slide down, come back up with it. Sounds cool.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, like that.
This song has a real story to it. My grandfather is from Bay St. Lawrence, all the way up. Anybody from up there? No, not a lot of people are from up there. Are you from up there? Cool. Right on. So my grandfather never knew who his father was, and his mother left when he was very young. She had 2 kids. They were 7 and 2, and she went to Boston to find work, which was very popular in the 20s and 30s in Cape Breton. But what else was very popular was unwed mothers leaving their community because of shame. So she had 2 babies. The father wasn't present. And somewhere a conversation happened where it was just too much for her to stay in the small community where everyone knew her secret and everyone looked down at her for it. So she left. And I always thought that was the saddest thing. My grandfather didn't know who his mother was, didn't know who his father was, didn't know his mother very well. And his sister, which I felt like I have such a connection with my mother, and I felt like that was just the saddest thing, that she had no real connection to her mother. But I just wanted to, we don't really know what happened. It's all just speculation, you know, and there's no one that really knows the story of why she left or what happened. So I kind of wanted to just write that story. But my grandfather's sister's name was Margaret. So that's the name of this song. She met him in the mountains, in the village by the bay. Strong and soft as stone can be, battered by the waves. Too quick a baby came to her, no love is guaranteed. It's not the way your daddy prayed it be. Mary Margaret, a secret born in pride and sorrow. They say she loved you, her love was deep. A secret born she couldn't keep. Final words were said by her father. You're not yet a woman, you're barely a mother. He promised he would love you. He swore you wouldn't leave. Go find a better life for you. Your secret safe with me. Mary, Mary Margaret, a secret born in pride and sorrow. They say she loved you, her love was deep. A secret born she couldn't keep. Many moons went overhead and her father grew unwell. Even lying on his dying bed, a lie he swore he'd tell. They laid him in the mountains, in the village by the bay, buried with his secret lying in his grave. Mary, Mary Margaret, a secret born in pride and sorrow. They say she loved you, her love was deep. A secret born she couldn't keep. You were a secret born she couldn't keep. Thank you.
All right. This song here, I wrote, I don't know, probably 7, 8 years, something like that ago. And I was just trying to, I hadn't written a song for a while, so I was trying to come up with, some new ideas to write songs with, and because I a lot of times you write songs like you were saying earlier, personal songs, personal things and stuff like that. But I did a lot of those, so I was trying to think of something or whatever that I could kind of just use a different perspective on, write a tune about. And really, I can't remember 100%. My brother was moving was thinking about or just about to move out west, and he is out west now, still is. So I think I kind of got the idea from that, and kind of going away and doing some work and figure everybody and come back home someday when you have some money and stuff like that. So this is a song called Get Out of My Way. This for Terry there, this for the bartender. Number 4, yeah. Wait until the sky is shown, until you get up on your own 2 feet to see the light of day. Look upon the sky so vast, wish this moment could only last a couple more minutes until I'm on my way to another place, another time. Just trying to make a decent dime, can never find a place to stay. Just on a path going day by day to a place I don't know where. I guess I'll know when I get there. Yeah, yeah, I can't find the words to say where it is I'm going to. help me out to get out of my way. Look upon the road so long, try to think of what went wrong. 2 left turns a couple miles back, it got me off the beaten track. Here I'm in the now and then, my mind wanders every now and again to the place where I started from another place, another time, just trying to make a decent dime. Never find a place to stay, just on a path going day by day to a place I don't know where. I guess I'll know when I get there. I can't find the words to say where it is I'm going to, or what it is I plan to do, and I can't find the reasons why it is I choose to be this way. It can help me out to get out of my way. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Whoa. Well, here I am, I found my way to where it is I'm at today. A couple steps back and 2 left turns over a bridge I thought I burned. Yes, I finally came home. I was tired of being alone. It just took some time to see what was staring back at me from another place, another time. Just trying to make a decent dime and never find a place to stay. Just on a path going day by day to a place I don't know where. I guess I'll know when I get there. I can't find the words to say where it is I'm going to, what it is I plan to do, and I can't find the reasons why it is I choose to be this way. You can help me out to get out of my way. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Whoa. There you go.
That was wicked, Mike. I was getting ready. You were like, song, Get Out of My Way. And I was like, yeah. And then he started playing, and I was like, this is the most polite Get Out of My Way song. It's wicked. I love it. I was like, yeah. It's like, please get out of my way, you know? Yeah. Crazy vocal melody, too, man. You got some skills.
Oh, thanks, bud. Thank you.
I guess my battery's dying out here, but it's like way in there. All right.
Yeah. Got the Kurt
Yeah,
Cobain
I
thing
could,
to do.
I could swap.
Yeah.
I'm all grunge, man.
Yeah.
I could. You know, I might swap and just use Molly's there for this tune. Sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's easy enough, yeah.
We've done this so many.
Yeah, exactly.
We played Iona Heights, and my guitar died, and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, so you're just like, we'll trade back and forth. Yeah.
Molly, will you sing a tune with me? This is an old tune I wrote while I worked as a bartender at Governor's Pub. And I'd work the day shift from 11 to 6, and there's a huge patio on the second floor, and you'd be 30 degrees outside, and you're running up and down the stairs serving people and pouring these beautiful-looking cold beers all day long, and all of a sudden, 6 would turn into 7 o'clock because you never got off on time, and then all of a sudden somebody would say something like, hey, you want to have a drink? And then all of a sudden you're just taking your uniform off, putting a T-shirt on, and sitting at the bar. And staying there till close, and you're back in at 10:30 in the morning. And Anyway, this is about the summer I did that, and what one hell of a summer it was. It's called 10-Hour Day. Yeah, don't worry, baby, I know you want to see me. Don't worry, yes, I'm coming home. It was dark, you were quiet. In the silence we riot, sitting side by side in the dark. I don't want clarity, sanity, it's not for me. Bring back the nonsense, romance yet to be. I take back the nonsense. Well, I am still on the fence to the places we go without consequence. I just wanted to say I worked a 10-hour day, so I probably won't stay. But if the party's still going, I may stay without knowing that I'm so tired. Well, above her, a hot mess, declared in love with tight fit. I'm oddly shaped, I'm oddly lit. Well, not tonight, boys. We're going home by choice. If maybe I'll stay for just one more of a connoisseur's guide of having a bitter night, constant ride, railing off to the sides. We come roaring in late, oh, they're home and awake. Yeah, everybody get the fuck out. I just wanted to say I worked a 10-hour day, so I probably won't stay. But if the party's still going, I may stay without knowing that I'm so tired. Yeah, well, don't forget to ask. I am forgetful on my task. Too much cheap quiet, way in a flask. I just wanted to say I worked a 10-hour day, so I probably won't stay. But if the party's still going, I may stay without knowing that I am so tired. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thanks, Molly.
Thanks, Danny.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Ian. Do you know I'm Michael or Mike? I keep saying Mike. Doesn't matter. My best friend's name is Mike, so I'm apt to do that.
Can I have that guitar? You're like, oh, I'm done. I should have played my leaving song when you guys played your leaving songs, but I didn't. I left Sydney the day after I graduated. My parents actually, we went to Goose Bay, Labrador right away. My dad's was a steel worker, and he moved around a bunch until I graduated high school, and then we all kind of settled in Goose Bay of all places. It was pretty cool place. Not for a 17-year-old girl, but it was really cool. But while I was there, I was just kind of thinking of my hometown, and how I always kind of like wanted to go to Toronto and, go to fashion school or I don't know, something really cool. And I just wanted to leave Sydney so bad. It was just like, this seemed like the smallest place in the entire planet. But then I left and I had a really great 10 years and I made music in Hamilton. I worked in a lot of restaurants. I met a lot of people, a lot of great memories. And I moved home 2 years ago and it's honestly been the best thing ever is that smallness is like exactly what I wanted at this point in life. Not at 17, but I'm glad I went. But this is like kind of about not wanting to be in Sydney, but I want you to know that that's not true anymore. I'm very happy to be there. I think I like to move down to the beach. Leave this town and all my silly dreams. I thought I'd find a place to be free, but what I found had worn me down. No corners left to see. There's things I would and things I would not change. Time will tell all the things I cannot say. Only I know what I have done. Will I go to hell? I cannot tell, and I'm not the only one. Leave, girl, run and hide. Don't look back for all of time. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. Nothing left for you, girl. There's nothing left for you. I can't think when the tension is so thick. Life is nothing more than stones and sticks. The windmill turns to harvest the breeze, and time takes hold of me till there's nothing left to be. Leave, girl, run and hide. Don't look back for all of time. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. Nothing left for you, girl. There's nothing left for you. Tie me down to the river, tie me down to the sea, tie me down, tie me down, tie me down to me. Thank you.
Great stuff.
Thanks.
Great stuff, both of you. That's great. Fun. I'm going to try one more and then we take a break. Okay. Yoo-hoo! I'll try a tune here that I wrote a while ago. We'll see if I can get through it. I think I remember it. I recorded it, but it's like number 10 on the CD, so like whoever listens to the last track, right? You leave those one. I don't. It's a pretty funny song. I was trying to think of songs to write, and was sitting there thinking, and I ended up just writing a song about not being able to write a song. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's funny too. Every time I count, I count my frets every time I put a capo on. Doesn't matter how many times I put a capo on the guitar. It's a weird thing. But I'm going to see if I can remember this. But it's a good thing we can do separate takes if we have to. So this one's called See What Happens Then. Did you have a time where you sat in your room and played guitar? Try to think of some words, but there aren't any so far. You go insane, you rack your brain, but there's refrain from creativity. And you think, how can this be when there's a million possibilities? Then you play a minor chord and you get a minor thought inside of your head. And you think it might be time to take a major break and start again. And see what happens then. And you think that there may be a few ideas circling round. And all it takes is some time, yeah, before they're found. But then you play some more the same old chords, but nothing comes out, yeah. All this time, still no rhyme. It is a sign, not even a line, not even a sign, not even a rhyme. Maybe it's a sign. Then you play a minor chord and you get a minor thought inside of your head. And you think it might be time to take a major break and start again. And see what happens then. When you think that it may be just the time to call it quits, perseverance and hard work finally pays off and you get back your wits. You open to a brand new page and go to write it down. When you open up your mouth to sing, there's still no sound. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then you play a minor chord and you get a minor thought inside of your head. And you think it might be time to take a major break and start again. And see what happens then. There you guys.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Let's have a round of applause for Danny MacNeil, Molly Babin, and Mike Cavanaugh. They're doing a great job so far. Thanks so much, folks, for being around. We're going to take a 12-minute break, and we'll be right back with some more tunes. Stick around. Once again, we're back with Danny MacNeil, Molly Babin, and Mike Cavanaugh. And in this set, we're going to hear a few more original tunes, and then each artist is going to finish off their set with a tribute to another Cape Breton artist, another Cape Breton songwriter, as part of the Songwriters Series. So, once again, welcome back, Danny, Molly, and Mike.
Thanks, everybody. It's nice to see some people in this room. This is. I was just telling Dwayne I should have not been the guy sitting next to the window, because the whole filming process, they're gonna look back and I'm gonna be sitting here. It's a beautiful, beautiful view out there. Very much enjoying myself. Anyways, I'm gonna start this one off. This is a very new song I wrote about. I grew up in a town called Castle Bay, which is kind of in between Eskasoni and Iona, and my father built a house on a huge hill filled with spruce, and he did it all himself, and he cleared this hill. Anyway, his whole family thought he was crazy, and now it's this beautiful home on this beautiful hill, and they did it while they had me and my brother. And so this is kind of a song I wrote about being pretty amazed. I'm a carpenter, so I'm pretty amazed by the whole process and how they did it all themselves. And so I don't have a name for this one yet. But actually, no, I do have a name for it. That's a lie. It's called Local Heroes. Yeah, just right now. You were young, free, and wild, and expecting a child. With the beds that fold out, you were building a house on a hill filled with spruce. For a view you'd produce, rich with a stubborn mind, drove one nail at a time. And your secret stayed safe of your posts made of rail ties, and the gardens took shape on the hillside. Little did we know, down on Castle Bay Road, we were raised by local heroes. Little did we know, across old Castle Bay Road, we were raised by local heroes. Well, cut a couple cords, hung your grandfather's doors, led to two separate floors filled with pine boards. The only beam in the home, yeah, you put in alone, for a view of the lake on the south face, where grandfather would skate, strap his boots to the blades. Now you pull your sons there by sleigh, and your secret stayed safe of your posts made of rail ties, and your gardens took shape on the hillside. Little did we know, across old Castle Bay Road, we were raised by local heroes. Little did we know, across old Castle Bay Road, we were raised by local heroes. And now before dawn, for you turn the lights on, before anyone awakes, you hear every breath we take. And your secret stayed safe of your posts made of rail ties, and your gardens took shape on the hillsides. Little did we know, across old Castle Bay Road, we were raised by local heroes. Little did we know, across old Castle Bay Road, we were raised by local heroes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm worried I'm going to forget this one. I wrote maybe 6 songs in the last 2 months because I've just been kind of committed to writing as many as possible. Because writing songs is really hard. I don't know about you guys, but I find it really hard. And you can go a really long time without writing songs, and then you start to hate your own songs, and you start to doubt how you write songs, and it's a whole thing. That's writer's block in a nutshell right there. But this is one that I wrote recently. And I have a friend, Tara Lightfoot. I don't know, she's a Canadian artist. She's awesome. But she's playing this band called Secret Heights with a guy named Cam Malcolm, who's another awesome musician. They have this song called Michigan, and I listened to it a lot, and then I wrote this song. So stole the progression, but they'd be fine with it. I hope anyway. I cut the flowers down for dinner time, so they will sleep inside instead. 'Cause to beautifully die is to beautifully live. Our time is short, but it's all relative. It's not ours and it isn't spent. The things you've learned to help it make a little sense. How to adventure and how to play are the lessons we should teach our kids, and how to be comfortable in their own skin. What would you do if it was coming fast? Would you watch your tongue? Would you make it last? Would you right your wrongs? Would it take you very long? Would you fight to stay young? Would you come on strong? Don't worry about it, baby, 'cause it won't take long. You call me names only past lovers scribed. The ones you've added are the best. I can hear your voice replacing all their corniest. He wrote down songs for you and all his friends. He left out the part where you didn't stay. Words sang in songs are not as easy to say. I am the water and I am the wind. I am the sight and I am the sound. Throw your troubles in and watch them swirl around. What would you do if it was coming fast? Would you watch your tongue? Would you make it last? Would you right your wrongs? Would it take you very long? Would you fight to stay young? Would you come on strong? Don't worry about it, baby, 'cause it won't take long. What would you do if it was coming fast? Would you watch your tongue? Would you make it last? Would you right your wrongs? Would it take you very long? Would you fight to stay young? Would you come on strong? Don't worry about it, baby, 'cause it won't take long. Thank you.
to do a song I wrote, probably actually most recent song I wrote, which is terrible because it's been a little while now. But but I wrote this when I was recording my CD, and so it's still the newest one I wrote. I've been pretty slack, but which is bad when you think of it because of lots of time with the COVID to write tunes. But I was too busy doing stuff to my basement, stuff like that. But this is kind of it's a song about anxiety, working through anxiety and things like that, because lots of people have it. I deal with it, and lots of other people deal with it and stuff. So, and occasionally doing it the wrong way. So anyway, this song's about that kind of situation, I suppose. Called "See Your Face." I know your name, and I see your face. No matter what I do, I always feel so out of place, and I'm sick and tired, being sick and tired. Lots call me a liar, but the situation's dire. They don't know your name. See your face. There are times all I want to do is speak my mind, but I'm too weak. From week to week to week to week, time keeps going by, but it seems to go so slow when you can't get out of bed, and people think it's just for show. They don't know your name. Oh, see your face. I try so hard to find the answers to the problem. I've been looking at the bottom of a bottle for too long. I don't know if there's a right or wrong way. I know all that I can say. It feels great until the next day. They don't know your name. Oh, see your face. I know your name, and I see your face. I'll do what I have to do to get myself out of this place. I might be sick and tired of being sick and tired, but I've got to start that fire and look for something higher than knows your name. See your face that knows your name and sees your face. Thanks, guys.
Beautiful tune. Beautiful tune. I think if it's all right, I might kind of keep on that train. I wrote a song when I was a couple of years back when I was living in Halifax and kind of trying to figure out what I was going to do, and I had a lot of big changes, and with big changes comes a lot of uninvited time of reflection and trying to figure out where to go. And that's where I was at, and I was living in this tiny house in the middle of the North End, and I decided, or I'd figured out that really if I wanted to be happy, I had to start doing the polar opposite of everything I had been doing for the last 10 years. And that's what I did. And this one's called Lonely for Now. Well, I slipped through the cracks of opportunity like warm oil through neglected machinery. And I thicken as I darken in the process. I am shallow momentum. I am insult to progress. I picture myself petting wild horses. And this is a safe place I go to forfeit. That's why you won't see me out on the town. I'm staying lonely for now. I'm dwelling on my notes. I'm trying to sort shadows. The answers will be found with a couple eastbound routes. I'm coming from the south, kissing that island grove. And I'm comparing correlation. Which version of me got worse? Tried to write a happy song, and I got to the verse, 'cause I have arguments in my head. Yeah, they're heated discussions, and we know where we stand. And if you see me and I seem upset, it's because you're in them too. You just don't know yet. That's why you won't see me out on the town. I'm staying lonely for now. I'm dwelling on my notes. I'm trying to sort shadows, and answers will be found with a couple eastbound routes. I'm coming from the south, kissing that island grown, yeah. Out on the town, I'm staying lonely for now. I'm dwelling on my notes. I'm trying to sort shadows, and answers will be found with a couple eastbound routes. I'm coming from the south, kissing that island ground. Thank you very much, everyone. Give it up for Molly Babin. Woo.
So every year, I think for the past 5 years, Alicia Penny puts on a contest at Dr. Luke's called the Battle of the Sads. the super talented Dwayne Nardocchio won last year with the saddest song. What did you win? It was a lemon trophy, right? You won a lemon. She's funny. It was an onion this year, by the way, which was much, the tears.
It was a truly beautiful song. That was unreal.
It was a beautiful song. There was not a dry eye.
No.
But so I was asked to play for the first time last year, which actually Danny and I came second and third to Dwayne. Did we? Yeah, we did. We did pretty good. But I was determined this year to win. So I spent some time and wrote the saddest song, which I am going to play for you now, by the way. But I didn't win this year though, and I wrote the saddest song. I was the only one to make some people cry, but there was a girl who was much better than me, so I'm glad she won. But okay. I'm gonna play without. All right, now I'm ready to start, Dwayne. That's where you cut things, right? Okay. It's funny, I messed up at the Battle of the Sets, too, and it kind of just made me really nervous, so it seemed like I was crying the whole time I played it, but I was just, shaking. There's an old wooden rocker in the corner where he write with a paper and pen. I didn't know where a story started, and I didn't know where they would end. Each other's wins we'd celebrate, each other's wounds we'd nurse. He always held the door for me, saying, "You go first." There was a path behind the garden leading down to a rushing stream. It's an image of a country song and an early memory. I'd hold his hand and lead him down to feel the water and touch the dirt. He'd hold my hand like he held my heart, saying, "You go first." I tried to lead him over stones into the other side, but he stood back and watched me swiftly run and jump and glide. He always watched with caution as I took my first few steps. "You go first and I will follow, 'cause chivalry ain't dead. You go first." All our life exchanging words as lovers tend to do, confessing fears and feelings leave me bees, and I love yous. Promises that we'd stay true, for better or for worse. At the top of the aisle, his I do came as, "You go first." Many years my lover spent behind me all the way. He loved me more than he needed to be front and center stage. Sometimes I could be stubborn and sometimes I could be worse. He'd patiently hear my apology, saying, "You go first." My days all seem to last too long, and the nights they bring no rest. My lover lays here next to me, his suffering no less. No pain where we are headed, dear, no hunger or no thirst. He looked at me with cautious eyes, saying, "You go first." I can't leave you here without me. I can't leave you for that long. I won't know where I'm going, and I won't know where I've gone. Show me the way like you did that day, down by the water and by the dirt. I'll hold your hand like you've held my heart, honey. You go first. You go first. Thank you.
That was a good one.
Did you cry?
Don't look at me.
That was a good one.
Thanks.
So when Molly started writing that song, I would often go up in her office, and Molly would be crying.
They both died.
Do a quick tune up here, or tune down, actually, I guess I should say.
Making the audience cry, Molly.
It's healthy to cry.
Yeah, that's right. Get it out, yeah. Oh, man. Well, I'm gonna try to do a song here without yeah, try to make me cry, yeah. I'll try to make myself not cry with this one. This is I wrote this song technically, I guess, just before my first son was born, and so it's been a while now. He's 9, so probably almost 10 years ago now. But anyway, I wrote this song for him, and then I had 2 more kids, and I didn't write any other songs for them. So so this one is for all of them now, and they'll never know unless anybody tells them different. But except for Rogan, because he's always like, "You wrote that song for me, right?" Oh yeah, well yes, yeah. But this one's called "Ride the Waves." Watch me, oh watch me, I'll show you how to grow. See me, oh see me, I'll teach you all I know. Watch your mother look with pride, capture all her strength. 'Cause in herself you'll find more wealth than any king could gain. So let the rains fall down, let it drench your hair, 'cause you will never have to despair. We'll watch over you, we will guide you through. You shore. Watch me, oh watch me, I'll show you how to grow. Love and kindness tied on strings, woven to the family you know. Generations present and past are the reason why you're here. Through lies lived long, gentle but strong, in you they're still all near. So let the rains fall down, let it drench your hair, 'cause you will never have to despair. We'll watch over you, we will guide you through. You just ride the waves, and we'll see you at the shore. Watch me, oh watch me, I'll show you how to grow. See me, oh see me, I'll teach you all I know. And as our family's shown to me, I will show to you. So when you're all grown and have children your own, then you can show them too. So let the rains fall down, let it drench your hair, 'cause you will never have to despair. We'll watch over you, we will guide you through. You just ride the waves, and we'll see you at the shore. 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 Thank you, guys.
What are you guys doing to me over here? Holy smokes. That was beautiful, Mike. That was a great tune. Yeah. Well, it still is a great tune. I shouldn't say was. It didn't end there. It just
If I sell it someday, then we can say it was a great tune.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mike, if you don't mind, I might tell my kids that that's about them as well. Yeah. I'm gonna play an old tune. Actually, do you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play a sad song too. I'm going into it. I wasn't gonna do it, but I love this song, and yeah. Phil, top up your mirrors. Top up your mirrors. I've had two very kind of steady icons in my life, and that's my brother and my dad, and I've always looked up very much to both of them, but particularly my older brother Stefan, and this is a song I wrote about him, and wrote about kind of the continuously looking up to your older brother. His name is Stefan, and this song is called I Want to Be Like Stefan. Well, I'm looking up to you, and I'm still trying to get in your room, because I want to play with army men too. And I don't care if I win or lose, because I follow you through the woods. 'Cause you and me, yeah, we're best buds for good. Because I wanna be who my brother will be. Because I just wanna be like Stefan. Well, I'm writing with a pen from your floor. I'm writing from where you sleep no more. I got my CDs packed by the door. Yeah, I'm taking your old room for sure. Well, your clock is here, but I set the right time. Well, it's too soon, and I'm sure you'll think it's fine. Because I want to sleep where my brother did sleep. Because I just want to be like Stefan. You're my number one, future and former, the only person I need in my corner. Because I wanna be who my brother will be. Because I just wanna be like Stefan. I messed up the last chord. Dwayne, we're doing it over. No, I'm just kidding.
I grew up in Sydney in the shipyard, and at the bottom of Gritton Avenue, where I lived, was Bertha's convenience store. And there was a woman named Lola that worked there that I liked her a lot. That's who I would buy my penny candy from. But over the last, 15, 20 years, corner after corner store closing. And it's funny now to see the corner stores where they used to be and how they're weird porches on corner houses or whatever. But that's what this song is about. Just there's no more corner stores. They were such a place of community, and I don't know, you could just go in, get your newspaper, and I mean I would go with my dad while he got his newspaper, but there was a bit of candy, and the person behind the counter knew everything about you, and they'd give you a can of pop on grading day, and they were a really community oriented place. But I miss that a lot, and Needs just doesn't do it. It doesn't fulfill my need, It's no, it doesn't. Anyway, I wrote that into this song. Okay, it's called Corner Store. I can see the candy store behind the new apartment. It didn't need a number to hang up or to call from. There's the place right on the corner. If you missed it when you drove past, there would be another on all the corners after. My neighbor always hunted with a noisy set of beagles. He'd take them to the woods and he would urge them on. But rabbits run in circles and the weather hasn't been good. We try to get out early. Coyote come at dawn. Needs Needs must when the devil drives. Needs must when the devil drives down to the corner store. Lola made her living below her small apartment. She ordered what she needed. Her life was on that corner, 10 minutes every hour, puffing on her cigarette. I wish I knew to tell her. I wish I could have warned her. $1 got you plenty, but $1 won't go far now. Remember what it felt like to count the jars of coins out. Your eyes shut tight, you listen. I count the pennies out loud. Where would $1 get you now? Where will $1 get you now? Needs must when the devil drives. Needs must when the devil drives down to the corner store. To the corner store. Doors boarded over, strange porches on corners that the kids don't understand. The kids, they don't understand. Needs must when the devil drives. Needs must when the devil drives down to the corner store. Down to the corner store. Down to the corner store. To the corner store. Thank you.
Great tune there.
Thanks.
Like that.
Thank you.
Good progressions.
Do you know what it is? It's sweet dreams are made of thee.
Oh, yeah, mishmash in that one, yeah. That's awesome.
Good progression's a good progression, you know?
That's right, yeah. All right. So, we have our okay, yeah, right, and then we all do the outright. So I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit here, because I never listen to what anybody says. Why should I start now? But I recorded this tune, and it's my father wrote this one and recorded it himself back in the 90s. So I'm going to kind of do two influential Cape Breton songs by artists that have shaped us, and obviously, well, he probably had a little bit of yeah, exactly, yeah. That's right. So this is a tune that he wrote, and I mean, I guess I'm allowed to do it because I think I've sang it more times than he has at this point now. So anyway, this is a tune that he wrote, a kind about our ancestors coming over here from, well, for us, I guess it'd be Scotland, Ireland, and how terrifying that must have been, and coming over in a ship and maybe not making it, or be all that other fun stuff, and coming to a place you don't know. And so anyway, this is a song called "Over the Sea." Standing on a mountain, looking out over the valley the sea. It's real it seemed that I shook my head and wondered, oh, how could this be happening to me? There were people all around me moving slowly to the shore. I thought I saw someone I knew. They didn't turn, they didn't blink. No, they had no time to think. All they thought was, what would they do? Over the sea, crashing the waves in the sickness and death, fighting for life with their last dying breath. Over the sea they would go. Where they would end up, no one would know. And I couldn't stand it as I watched them stare at life ahead over the sea. I saw them praying with their ministers beside them. Thy will be done, they told them, as they took our flocks away. Their pedestal was heavy from the weight of church and state. No more to see their colors or to hear the bagpipes play. I walked with them in silence down the mountain to the shore. Ships were waiting for them at the quay. I stopped a man from boarding and I said, hey, where are you going? He turned and said, over the sea, over the sea, crashing the waves in the sickness and death, fighting for life with their last dying breath. Over the sea they would go. Where they would end up, no one would know. And I couldn't stand it as I watched them stare at life ahead over the sea. There are kids anticipating the adventure. They frolic on the docks, never really understanding why. Why the father's eyes glare so coldly over the water. Why the mother tries so hard to hide the tears she cries. And I feel the fear as they round us up like cattle. Someone holds my hand and when I look I can't conceive. I see my wife and children standing there beside me. Oh no, I see that we're the ones that have to leave. Over the sea, crashing the waves in the sickness and death, fighting for life with their last dying breath. Over the sea they would go. Where they would end up, no one would know. And I couldn't stand it as I watched them stare at life ahead over the sea. Over the sea. Over the sea. Thanks, guys.
Cool.
There we go.
That was super cool. That's it captures such like a point of view of that is so often so romanticized. You know what I mean? But like the realities of that, you know, would have been terrifying. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
yeah. It's a great tune.
Yeah, there, look at that old fellow over there.
Yeah.
That's wicked. That's cool that you guys can like pass tunes down. You know, that's a special thing.
Well, it's great for me.
Yeah.
Next album's gonna have two of them on there.
Yeah. Yeah, what else you write, Dad? Come on. So this is the portion where we play a tune from an inspirational artist from Cape Breton Island, and the tune I chose, it wasn't written by a Cape Bretoner, but it features one of the greatest Cape Breton rock and roll guitar players to ever have lived on it, and his name is Jay Smith. And Jay Smith was the guitar player for Matt Mays. He played in a band called Rock Ranger. And when I was growing up, he was the coolest guy around. I thought he had a leather jacket on all the time and like cool long hair, and he was an unreal guitar player. And yeah, I used to go to every Rock Ranger show and every solo Jay Smith show, and so Matt Mays, when he was releasing the album Coyote, put out a promotional video for this song called Loveless, and it's all those guys and the whole band playing in the studio, and they have live footage of them playing, and there's like candles lit, and they've got feathers hanging off their guitars, and they just look like total East Coast rock stars, and that came out in like 2012, and yeah, wicked. Yeah, it is, yeah. So I've been watching that video ever since. But when I was thinking of like inspirational Cape Bretoners, I just like, I pictured Jay Smith standing there, you know, ripping a slide guitar solo and his leather jacket and his, you know, jumbo Gibson electric guitar, and it's just, you know, looking back on it, maybe it would have made more sense to cover a Jay Smith song, but instead I covered it. Next time I'll learn a Jay song. Yeah, so this one's called Loveless by Matt Mays. Someone light up the sunset, and with my heart, come find me and save me beneath the stars. Oh, 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 oh. We're gonna start that one over there, Dwayne. Oh, 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 first one.
It's all happening on these covers for sure.
Oh,
It was
no.
did you move it to the E?
I didn't.
Gotcha.
Oh. Then I can't do the cool solo. Oh. All right, everybody. So there's this guy named Jay Smith. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to start this over, and everybody play it cool. Now I got to tune the guitar. Everybody act like nothing's happening. Talk amongst. All right. It's called Loveless. Someone light up the sunset, and with my heart, come find me and save me beneath the stars. And all I wanted was a memory, could pull some diamonds from the sands of time. I mean, come on, let's face it, we ain't that young. Let's paint this town red, and with our blood. And all I wanted was a good time, but I don't have fun. See, if I ain't with you, under them stars are shining. Well, I feel of this much too long. Sing one for the soldiers, and they defend my heart. She defeats them slowly with precision, charm. And all I wanted was my freedom, but I don't feel free, well, if I ain't with you. Then, well, I feel of this much too long. burn up my ticket in ashes to the rim, and cut my tires open, slash them with your grin. And all I want was a memory. Guys, I'm butchering this. I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You guys are so supportive and nice. Forgot. I can't remember the line. I can't. It's like it's gone beyond being able to do it again. All I wanted was a sense of place, but I don't feel low if I ain't with you. Under the stars and stars are shining, well, I feel of this for much too long. Under the stars and stars are shining, well, I feel of this much too long. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that. You're very kind people. I appreciate you.
All right, my turn to mess up my song too. It's so hard playing other people's songs in this, like in the songwriters circle format. I think just like you're here like, I wrote this song about this, and it like you kind of really own your songs, you know. So it's kind of hard to get into that different brain. It's all Dwayne's fault. Thanks for setting us up for this. So when Dwayne introduced me at the beginning, he mentioned a group that it's turned into a very big project, actually. I would call it more than a group. But what I do is make videos of local female musicians. So last week marked my 25th participant in my project. So that means there are 25 female singer-songwriters on Cape Breton Island. And I'm only partway through my list. It's quite extensive. When I first started the project, I made a list of every woman that I knew that made music, and the list was like over 100 people long. So I cut out the fiddlers, because there's a ton of them, and I cut out the theater girls, because they are very well represented. So I just concentrated mainly on the singer-songwriter, because when you see the billboards outside bars, it's usually, you know, at least 2 out of 3 names are male, and it's very rarely, I'd say once in a blue moon, are there more women on a bill than there are men. So I just kind of wanted to create this database where if you wanted to book women in your bars or for your events, here's a list of all kinds of great performers that you can book just by contacting them. And there's videos of them singing and a little bit about their history, what kind of music they make, the whole thing. So if you're ever looking to book a female artist, the website is, the Facebook group is Open Doors, Cape Breton Women in Harmony. And this song that I'm going to do is by one of the women that I did. She performed in a band called Lighthouse Choir in the early 2000s with a bunch of people in town. I think there was like 6 or 7 people in the band. Her name is Carolyn Boudreau, formerly Carolyn Leones, sister to Albert Leones and that whole musical clan. So she wrote this song quite a few years ago, and she said it's just a little song that's not about anything. But what it's really about is being the carved mermaid on the front of a ship, because Carolyn has this amazing ability to write songs about the craziest things, and they turn into these beautiful songs. So I'm about to butcher it too, so we're in this together, right? Carve me out of wood, carve me out of pine, carve my naked breast, carve my head held high, carve Carve my braided hair, carve my fields headstrong, carve me wrapped in silk, carve me like a song, carve me out of wood, name me for your bride. I will stand against the test of wind and time and tide. I will still be beautiful 100 years from now. Carve me out of wood, place me on the bow, place me on the bow. I will lead the way. You can chart your courses. I will keep you safe, safe from all the storms, the pirates and the thieves. Carve me out of wood, face me toward the east. Carve me out of wood, carve me out of pine, carve me out of all the pieces I should leave behind. Thank you. Isn't it? Yeah, it's a beautiful song about being a piece of wood. It's crazy.
On your definition of butchering. That was beautiful.
Thanks, Danny.
I have to tune back up to normal here. Another big round of applause for Danny MacNeil here and Molly Babin, guys.
And for Mike.
Oh, well.
And a mic, of course, everybody. Woo!
Yeah, I was trying to, wasn't sure who I was going to pick to do for Cape Breton Artist today at the end, because I do a few tunes from different ones. But since we got a Molly in the middle here, I'll do a JP tune called The Molly May.
My grandmother used to take me to the Lewisburg Playhouse to see JP play every year. Especially, I was a piano player growing up, so like Hilda was like, I wanted to go see her play. But every time he played this song, there was like a little part of me that was like, is this about me?
This is my song, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do we'll say a version of this tune. It's a reasonable facsimile. The way, because as you can see, me and JP are so similar. All right. Just a lad I was, 13 years when my father passed away, and I had to take a job as deckhand on the Molly May. On the Union Spain one summer passed, right, turned into 50 years, and the sound she made as she broke the wave still rings within my ears. She was asked to me when I was 23. She was passed to me. Okay. Well, see, look, if this was going to happen, it's contagious. It's contagious.
I'm so sorry. I set you up.
The great thing is I did the loop at the first, so I just need to press that button again and not do the whole intro. Just a lad I was of 13 years when my father passed away, and I had to take a job as deckhand on the Molly May. All the time I spent one summer past turned into 50 years. And the sound she made as she broke the wave still rings within my ears. She was passed to me when I was 23. Captain Mills went round the bend. He saw a forerunner off the dock one night, and he never sailed again. Superstitions be damned, I sailed her proud, fair maiden of the sea. There was never another like her, no one for her but me. And I saw time with me in my prime, no man could be my equal. Through the eye of an eagle-eyed sailor any day. When I grew older, I couldn't hold her, my courage slipped away. So they put a young boy from Canso at the wheel of the Molly May. Scream them to me. Let me see, I'll get it. Yeah. All the years went by and the sails ran high of the catches we brought in. There were times I thought we'd sink her, but her spirit would not give in. Words were spoken and souls were broken, and the bottle shattered in mine. I could see that she'd outlive me, I'd now in the war of time. But I saw the days amid devil waves, no man could be my equal. Through the eye of an eagle-eyed sailor any day. When I grew older, I couldn't hold her, my courage slipped away. So they put a young boy from Canso at the wheel of the Molly May. I was there to see her sail away in the cold December haze. But the Canso boy never seen the likes of the southeast wind and waves. In the harbor mouth, he drifted south right into Lighthouse Rock. And he smashed her keel and he laid her low as I watched there from the dock. I saw time with me in my prime, no man could be my equal. Through the eye of an eagle-eyed sailor any day. When I grew older, I couldn't hold her, my courage slipped away. So they put a young boy from Canso at the wheel of the Molly May. I saw time with me in my prime, no man could be my equal. Through the eye of an eagle-eyed sailor any day. When I grew older, I couldn't hold her, my courage slipped away. So they put a young boy from Canso at the wheel of the Molly May. And there'll never be another of the likes of the Molly May. But I wish that I gone down, boys, at the wheel of the Molly May.
That's awesome. That's so good.
Well. Thank you very much, folks. I hope you enjoyed your afternoon with three very unique singer-songwriters who did a wonderful job. So once again, Danny MacNeil, Molly Babin, and Mike Cavanaugh. Big round of applause. And on behalf of the Cape Breton Music Industry Cooperative, I'd like to say thank you to the singer and songwriters this afternoon. I would also like to thank the Bordeaux or the Baddeck Yacht Club, as I've been calling it, for their wonderful hospitality and allowing us to take over their venue for the afternoon. And thank you to the crowd here in Baddeck for being so kind and listening to the talent tonight. And also a thank you to 902 Advertising, my friend Mark behind me here doing all the video recording. And I think we will come away from today with a great recording. We'll have a great show to put on. So thanks again. If you're around for the afternoon, it looks like I hear there's a jam here afterwards. So I think Mr. Eric Marcotte may be even hosting this evening. So if you're a singer-songwriter or a player or whatever, stick around, and I'm sure it'll be a blast. I know I'm going to stick around and staying in Baddeck tonight, so I'm going to enjoy the Yacht Club and all its offerings till they close. Hotel, motel. Anyway, thanks so much, folks. Cheers again.